Hi, my name's Rain, and today I'm going to share a little bit about my lupus journey and why I'm doing this all in the first place. I was diagnosed with lupus back in 2013, so quite a long time ago now, and at first I didn't really understand what was going on. At the beginning of the year, I had tried out a gymnastics club. So, I didn't really have that much experience with gymnastics, but I was fairly active, fairly healthy. But I noticed somewhere towards like March or April that I was suddenly having a lot of pain, mostly in my knees, my wrists, and then eventually my back. So by October, it had gotten to the point where I really couldn't move without wrapping my knees or my wrists, and every single movement was just really, really uncomfortable. So I want to say that I started going to the doctor maybe in the late summer, and then just because, for regular checkups, and just because I was like, hey, something's not quite right. And it wasn't, until a little bit later on that we actually found out, why I was feeling all this pain in the first place. So, my primary care doctor referred me to multiple specialists. We tried one specialist. They thought that it could be like Lyme's disease or any number of things. So I got tested for like everything. And then one doctor actually told me they thought it was lupus, but then they were like, no, it's totally not lupus. And then it wasn't until a month after that I went to one particular doctor, and she was like, why don't we just test you for lupus again? Because I noticed, you have certain markers that are pretty consistent with lupus. And then it turns out, yeah, I had lupus. I was on a series of medications for a while. I started out with mostly Plaquenil and vitamin D and meloxicam, which is an anti-inflammatory that I just found out I'm actually allergic to. So I did that for a while. I was eating, healthy, had a fairly active lifestyle, like nothing too crazy, but I did, I've always been fairly active. And I was still finding that even with, being on this medication for over a year now, I was still having a lot of joint pain. I was still, waking up in the middle of the night, with like twinges in my back, or, just like things that were very uncomfortable. And I was just very frustrated because, to me, a medication is supposed to help, and at times it almost felt like my medication was the one that triggered my symptoms. All right, so here we are on day 2 of ProLon. Day 1 was pretty good. Didn't really sleep too well, but I think that had more to do with people screaming in the alleyway than the diet. So far, so good. Today we do get our L drink, so I'm really excited about that because I was missing some hydration yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with breakfast, and I'll give you an update later. You can see that this is one of the days where there's really not too much going on. They do give you 2 olives, but you only get 1 L bar. So this is one of the days where I am gonna start splitting that L bar in half, saving part of it for the afternoon, and probably kind of finagling with the olives too. All right. Just finished up a tutoring session that went pretty well, and still have lots of energy, especially for like work stuff. Not really any headaches yet. A lot of the nerve pain that I was having yesterday has kind of mellowed out / gone away. Actually, I'm not really feeling anything right now. So I'll give you more updates about that throughout the day. So I am about to go walk my only dog of the day, so getting some light exercise in, and then I think I'm just gonna take it easy, maybe work on a website for the rest of the day, and yeah, that's it. So last time, this is weird, last time the olives were my favorite, but I am kind of missing my kale crackers today, which is weird. But I still like them, but I'm beginning to find slowly that for some people, ProLon is like a real physical battle, and it's just like, you know, you're tired, you're weak. But for me, I think, you know, for the most part, I think ProLon is more of a mental battle for me. And what I'm finding is that I don't really get as many as the physical symptoms of ProLon, but I do get a lot of that like fatigue. It's like the opposite of choice fatigue. So I found that that was interesting this time around. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat and I'll give you an update at around snack or dinner time. So we are almost at the end of day 2. It is now dinner time and I'm feeling a lot better than I was yesterday. A lot of the nerve pain is gone, or pretty much all the way gone, and everything feels really good. And my energy levels are feeling a lot better than they were yesterday. So I'm hoping that with some dinner and with some sleep, I will be in tip-top shape tomorrow. So for dinner, I just saved back the mushroom soup that they had today. And then I did save back a whole pack of olives, and because I just didn't get to snack today, and that's just what happens. All right, so I'll give you an update in the morning. See ya.